DJ Erica. How many of you guys out there that's listening right now seen Lil Nas X music video? And if you guys have seen it, comment below and let me know if you guys seen the video and your thoughts and opinions on it, okay? The song is called Montero. The music video was released a few days ago, so over the weekend. And this is like, I would say, Lil Nas X's second biggest record since his first record a couple of years ago for Old Town Road. This is kind of like his comeback record. Like, Lil Nas X has put other music videos and songs out in between him dropping this video, but it didn't, it hasn't been trending the same way Old Town Road was up until today, okay? He released a music video for his song Montero. This song he's been pushing for a little bit now, a little less than a year, whatever. And it's so controversial, and there's so many different visuals and things like that, and it's completely made of CGI, which is, CGI itself is literally an IF for anybody that sits there and look at it. You're like, everything that's not real looks real, and it confuses you, and it makes you think like, what am I seeing right now? It messes with your mind looking at it, okay? Long story short, in the beginning of the music video, it's like it takes on a biblical stance, where Lil Nas X is sitting under the tree, when people that read the Bible would see as like the tree of life, where Adam and Eve starts up, and if people know the biblical part in the Bible, okay, in the Bible, Adam and Eve starts off under the tree of life. God informs them they can have anything, but they're not supposed to eat the apple in Eden or whatever. And basically, Eve is tempted into eating the apple from a snake. She eats it, and then everything else is just how mankind is. And this leads to us being able to have the rights of decision, things like that. People say that women have periods because of this decision that Eve decided to make. Everything that's of bad exists due to this woman deciding to eat the apple, the forbidden fruit, okay? So he basically based the beginning of this music video under that theme. And this is something I want you guys to see and understand, because you guys are visually just thinking about the ending of the video, for the most part, probably just thinking about the ending of the video where he's twerking on the devil, and you're like, oh, what in the Illuminati F is going on this? But I'm going to try to tell you guys exactly what's going on, so you guys can further understand what you're seeing, because I watched it twice, and I watched it from two perspectives. I watched it mindlessly, vaguely, and not really paying attention to the symbolism in it. And then I watched it for the symbolism and tried to evaluate and break it down. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. He's under the tree. Hits the snake character. The snake comes down, and it's just him. He does not with a female, okay? He's under the tree by himself. So it's like he's trying to emphasize the idea of people saying, how Christians would say it's Adam and Eve and not Adam and Steve. So he's, people know that Lil Nas X is gay, right? And, in a perspective, of course, in this world forever, being gay or being a homosexual is considered taboo, even though there's been a lot of steps in the world where people have lawfully been forced to accept that, gay people walk among them and stuff like that, and you can't do things to them just like any other person. Like, you can't terrorize somebody for being who they are. Lil Nas X has still been being cyberbullied, being taunted, being criticized because of him coming out of the closet, and his whole life he's been dealing with that. But in particularly since he's been famous, people have their own expectations on him, on how they want him to present himself for their kids in particularly. And that's something that happens a lot within the urban music community. Now, a lot of people wouldn't view Lil Nas X as an actual hip-hop artist. People would view him as a country artist, right? But at the same time, in the country perspective, remember, when he came on Old Town Road, people didn't view him as a country artist. He's a black kid. They viewed it as hip-hop, and he had made it to the top of the country charts, and they basically did whatever they could do to remove him off the charts, saying that it wasn't fair for him to actually be on the top of the charts like that. So it's just, it's a thing where he still didn't fit in musically. His sexuality doesn't fit in society. His music doesn't really fit in society, but people like the music and they're confused, okay? So anyways, back to the video. long story short, he ended up kissing the snake, which is the evil snake that Eve would have encountered and tried to force him to eat the apple. Then it flashed over to a scene where he is, he's like a Roman Empire type of thing, and I'm not sure exactly where the Roman Empire fits in regards to this, but it's like he's being, he's chained up and he's like, I don't know if he's given a death sentence or whatever, but it's like all of these different visuals, CGI people chanting against him to be killed. And then of course this is where he's breaking out and he has like wigs and wearing like a blue wig and all these different wigs. Okay, he's like basically cross-dressing through this entire video, which is also bothersome for a lot of people, because they don't like to see that, or they want their kids to see a man in drag, a man dressed as a woman and stuff like that. So long story short, after that scene, he dies, right? And this is the part where the controversy starts to come in and people start thinking like, what in the world? And he is, in between that scene, there is like a tree. They show like the bottom of the tree and it has some type of writing in it, and it's like, I don't know what type of writing it is, but it really creeped me out because it looked like something that, like a spell or something, and it was in red, so it looked like it was like a curse or something on the tree. And then it flashes over to like Lil Nas X ascending into what would be viewed as heaven, okay, and he goes all the way up to the sky only to get banished and put back down. And this is the part where they're saying that he's being banished for being a homosexual, because of course that's what everybody knows he is, and also because of the clothing and things of that nature which he was wearing. He was wearing drag, he was cross-dressing and stuff like that, and because of that, once he ascended, he was pushed back down. And this is the part that threw everything off and set the whole internet storm, because when he dropped down, he's dropping down a pole okay, in some long boots, okay, got a red ponytail wig on, okay, and he goes down to hell, okay. And then next thing you know, he is gyrating on top of the devil, which is in male form, okay. So it's giving sexual vibes, LGBT vibes, and it's just, he's just doing the most on this devil, okay, making a lot of people, uncomfortable, and it's making people, upset because of this scene. And he's gyrating up until when he finishes, okay, and then he snaps the devil's neck, okay, and takes his horns and put it on his hand, and then he turns into a dark angel, which is like a fallen angel, basically saying that he's become Satan. And the fallen angel part is because they viewed him, in the Bible, the dark entity, I don't want to say his name on my show, but they viewed him, he was supposed to be the angel of music, and then he became a fallen angel, okay, and that's what the story says in the Bible. So that is the whole breakdown of the video. And it's caused controversy because people are seeing it and they're upset about it. Now, from an emotional standpoint, because I feel like most black people who's watching it is going off an emotional, religious standpoint. And there's a lot of people, of course, white people too, who've seen them, different ethnicities, who's just like, who's very religious, who's like, what is this? This is disgusting. How could you be trying to push this to our kids? This, and this, which is understandable. When I seen it, my spirit was troubled, you know what I mean? But I personally, I pray to God. I believe in God. And, I don't support anything that is Satanism or anything like that. And I can understand why spirits was troubled when they seen it, because my spirit was troubled when I watched it, okay? That was the first time I watched it. I said, what in the hell is this this dude is doing? And why? Okay? But I decided, since it's been breaking the web, I decided, let me go check this out one more time, right? And really try to evaluate this and try to see the message within it. And what I was getting from the video is basically him over-exaggerating his homosexuality, basically trying to put out a message that if majority of the world and society, or people of different religions, feel that gay people are going to go to hell. Well, I might as well just go there. And while I'm down there, I'm going to go twerk on the devil, which is very sick and twisted. Okay, it's very sick, it's very twisted, and me personally, I wouldn't be downloading this record. Okay, like I don't feel like we should be putting that type of energy out there. And when you say certain things, you bring life into it. Even me talking about this is bringing life into it, and this situation has been trending all over social media. I mean, there's been things hashtagging about this dark entity, and you know, I'll say it, the hashtag and saying, and all these different sick, twisted things and stuff like that. And it's just dark and demented, you know. And Lil Nas X just seems so unbothered by it, because you know why? Why everybody's complaining about this music video? He's literally laughing to the bank. You know why he's laughing to the bank? Because this video is literally on day number 3, and it has 40 million views. 40 million views. I know songs who's been on, from big artists, who has videos that's been on YouTube, haven't even got close to that. Like, had videos on YouTube for 10 years on hit songs that hasn't even got close to that. For him to get 40 million views in 3 days, let you know that he's a marketing genius. How many people is watching this video out of pure hate? People just that are just like disgusted by what he's doing. People aren't watching because they support him. They're watching the video because they're perplexed. They can't believe that somebody is literally twerking and pushing this quote unquote Illuminati whatever agenda, and trying to mess with the minds of children per se, because Lil Nas X has been marketed to children since he did Old Town Road. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just really, really deep when you think about it. But he's a marketing genius, because you might go on there because you're stunned, or somebody passed the video to you and said, yo, look at this 6-ish here. But all views count as money. So if you're going on here and clicking on his video, you're actually helping him do what you don't want him to do, which is you're supporting his brand and helping him bring in music. And I feel like that's the emotional part that people are not seeing. People are not thinking about. It's like, when you click on his video, you're supporting him whether you like him or not. You guys could go under here, and I'm telling you this as a YouTuber, go under the comment section and say, oh, you are a sick person, you're going to hell, this, and everything else. And all you're doing is helping this man continue to move up the algorithm. But at the end of the day, once you get to the point where he's at, where he feel like he's been condemned for his sexuality, where he feels like, hey, you guys are saying I'm going to go to hell, and hey, if I'm going to go to hell, this is what I'm going to do. This is something that he's going to say. You guys are helping him make money and financially capitalize off of the dark parts of the world, off of the darkness of what he's presenting in this video, off of the sickness that he's presenting in this video. You know what I mean? My personal opinions, I'm just like, no, that video is not for me. You know, I'm not going to be supporting anything that celebrates the devil. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that, because that's not who I am. You know, I believe in God. And, you know, for the people and parents out there who's upset about him putting this video out here after he was marketing to children, you guys have to understand that these music artists are not your mentory friends. They're not here to raise your kids. If you want to prevent your child from seeing certain things, then you just need to have a full parental control on your accounts, on YouTube and everything else, and make it so your children cannot see the music videos. I know people who have kids right now who have not seen this video, don't know anything about this video. It is for the parents out there who are loosely okay with their children at the 6, 7, 8 years old, okay with them having cell phones and not having any censorship on it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for everybody that's out there that's mad about it and everything else, you can be mad, but as an adult, you has the right of decision, and you understand right from wrong. Kids don't have that. So if you already know that as a parent, before he even dropped this video, before any other celebrity dropped a controversial video, you should have parental controls on there so your child can't see it. Granted, he might get in the car and hear the song on the radio, but hearing and viewing is two different things. Because if you hear the song Montero, the song is okay. It's not as vulgar or crazy as the video is. You know what I mean? So If you are able to prevent your children from seeing that, then you need to do what you got to do to make sure that it doesn't happen. Now, do I understand why parents are upset? Yes, but that's why you got to monitor your kids, and you need to make sure that they can't see certain things that is made for adults, i.e. anything that's like of secular music. They shouldn't be listening to, whether it's hip-hop music, whether it's gothic music, whether it's, I don't know, even country music. Sometimes this stuff is not appropriate for children. And that is your responsibility as a parent to make sure that your children does not see these things. But see, back to this video, yeah, Lil Nas X is a marketing genius. He knew what he needed to do to get himself back trending like an old-time road. He knew what he needed to do. He knew that right now we're in a very sensitive time, especially when it comes to transgender people, when it comes to LGBT movement, stuff like that. And all he did was take all of that, plus his inner thoughts and everything else that he's been going on as being a gay male, a gay black male in society, and threw it into this video to spark controversy, which equals people talking about it and more views. And more views means more money, okay? More people click on it, the more money you make, okay? But see, that's the part that I personally understand. I want you guys listening to understand that. If you don't like it, stop watching it. It's that simple, people. It is literally that simple. If you don't like the video, don't watch it anymore. If somebody say, have you seen this video? Say no, but don't press play. You know, if you don't press play, it doesn't play. Like, isn't that the magic of having physical control and being able to decide what to watch and not to watch? Like, I seen the Breakfast Club talking about this, Charlemagne, and Charlemagne said, you know, I didn't watch the video, but I heard about it, and I don't get nothing down, I don't play nothing, and I don't get down with nothing that has to do with the devil. And that's the same thing with me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've seen it, but that's the mindset as adults. We have the right to choose the things that we decide to watch and consume. And if you guys want this dude, this guy, Lil Nas X, to go away, act like he don't exist. Censor your kids. Yes, we're going to have this discussion because this video literally just dropped less than 72 hours ago. But over time, it's going to become older. It's going to be whatever. And the next controversial video is going to drop. And this is what's going to happen every time a controversial video drops. It's going to be, oh my God, this is this. Okay. Okay. But what are you doing to make sure that your children don't see these things? And I know a lot of people was feeling like, oh, you know, he manipulated us because he had Old Town Road. Like, it was a couple of celebrities that went on social media denouncing the video, stuff like that. And then the other celebrity come out and says, oh, you know, I was hacked. And I'm like, dude, you wasn't hacked. You just wasn't feeling it. You can keep that, you know what I mean? And that's fine. You have the right to feel how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I totally don't agree with the video neither. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend neither. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, outside of that, the video threw me off, but it's what Lil Nas X did next that just, like, threw me completely under the bus. Okay, I'm like, this dude done made a sneaker, Nike Air Max 97s, and have turned them into satanic sneakers, okay? Shoes that allegedly contain 1 drop of blood in them, okay? And he has been trying to sell it. It sold out within a minute of it being released, and he said he was selling 666 of them, and everybody that's out there know what that number is, okay? And he's really just utilizing this Satanism idea, whatever, and he's decided, okay, I'm about to sell these sneakers, all right? And a ton of people have jumped in line online and bought the shoes in less than a minute. So this is letting you know that there's people who are into some dark things. Everybody don't believe in the stuff that we believe in. The people that believe in God and believe in everything else and white light. There's a lot of people that believe in the dark light too. Because this thing done sold out. And it just, to me, the gross part to me was the fact that he literally said there's 1 drop of blood in each shoe. Whose blood is in this shoe? Whose blood did y'all put in this shoe? I'm trying to figure out exactly, where do you just walk up to somebody and say, hey, we're going to be putting together a shoe, and it's for the devil. We were wondering if you were interested in being a part of the sacrifice. I mean, be a part of the process. Can you give us a piece of your blood, and we're just going to put it inside a shoe, and someone's going to walk with your blood. Like, no. That's nasty. It's sick. It's demonic. It's twisted. It's confusing. And I mean, he really had to sit down and think about this entire marketing thing when he did it. Okay. Now, a lot of people was out there saying they were going to boycott Nike, saying that they wasn't going to be supporting Nike brand anymore because they decided to do this partnership. Well, come to find out, it wasn't actually a partnership. It was a side partnership, okay? The people that helped to make it, which is a company, MSCHF, okay? Those are the people who actually made the shoes. They're the ones that bought it from Nike and decided to distribute it and work with him to create the shoe. It was not formally approved by Nike. And people were saying, you know, Nike came out and said, like, we do not approve this. You know, we don't approve anything that's going on here. We did not say that this was okay. And now, okay, it just was released today that Nike is now suing the creators of this shoe because now it is hurting their brand. Okay, and I got this news article from Newsweek, okay, discussing the thing. All right, and it says, let's see. Nike's trademark infringement complaint was filed in Eastern District of New York and argues that MSCHF designers and creators creates a likelihood of injury of Nike's business reputation and goodwill. The lawsuit also states the shoes created a likelihood of consumer confusion, mistake, and deception as the source of the origin or relationship of Nike's products. And MSCHS, Satan Shoes, has otherwise competed unfairly by unlawfully. Oh, something just happened with that. That's weird. Where are we? Unlawfully trading on and using Nike's trademarks without permission. Nike has taken increasingly aggressive legal action against companies who have been customizing their shoes. In December, they actually had a similar trademark infringement lawsuit, and it's increasingly going after companies making fake shoes from Nike. So, you know, this has turned into a lawsuit. I mean, the question is the people that made the shoes with Lil Nas X going to try to include him in the lawsuit and say, hey, it's not our fault. He came up with this patent idea. It was his idea to copyright infringe and stuff like that. But now this is something bad that's coming on to Lil Nas X. So it's kind of have you think about energy, and the energy that you attract is what you end up getting back, because this overall video is just like a very demonic and I would say negative video celebrating something that most people do not, for most of the world, do not embrace. And there's a lot of people that do embrace it, but most of the people that, you know, in the forefront do not embrace publicly on the mainstream forefront. It's something that we shouldn't embrace, something I wouldn't embrace. But yeah, it looks like Lil Nas is going to be getting sued. So we're going to see how this unfolds, okay? All I can say is Lil Nas X is a marketing genius. While you guys are over here hot and bothered and upset about this music video, he is sitting here literally laughing to the bank. Laughing to the bank. Now, I don't know. You know, we do know in a religious term, they say you're never supposed to trust that entity. He fools you and think that you win and you turn out to lose. I would like to see how this all turns out for Lil Nas X, since he decided to technically sell his soul. And also try to give out this narrative that he did indeed sell himself. So, we're going to sit on that and we're going to see, ladies and gentlemen, and figure, you know, see what happens. You know what I'm saying? With this overall music video. But y'all, that's the evaluation of it. That's my current thoughts. Do you guys agree with what I said? Tell me what y'all think about it. What do you guys think? Do you feel like my evaluation is correct? What is your evaluation of the music video? What did it do for you seeing the music video? And yeah, tell me your thoughts. Do you feel like his music video is too risky? Do you feel like it's demonic? What do you think? And do you feel like it's Lil Nas X's responsibility to raise other people's kids and keep their kids off of YouTube and not watching videos like the videos that he just pushed and put up on the web. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that.
DJ Erica.